TMC Kirpi from Turkish means hedgehog. This is a classic MRAP. Its main task is to transport personnel from one place to another while protecting them from all kinds of threats. And the Turks have done a solid job here. Back in the fall, the Rangers of the 152nd Brigade showed me this beast and couldn't stop praising it. The Kirpi armored vehicle is designed to carry 10 infantrymen. You can see the blast attenuating seats with proper restraints. Behind them are firing ports so troops can return fire from inside. There are armored glass vision blocks that allow observation while engaging the enemy. The mounts for personal weapons are well thought out. It's comfortable, spacious, and there's plenty of room. The interior volume allows the guys to carry a significant amount of ammo along with them. The crew has commander, gunner, and a driver. Seems like this thing is slow? Think again. The driver, callsign Biz, told me he pushed this hedgehog to 110 kilometers per hour on dirt roads. Imagine nearly 20 tons of steel flying over potholes at highway speed. Scary and beautiful, but scary.
Hazard lights, ventilation, and a central tire inflation system.
Do you actually use the tire inflation system?
Always before heading out, just in case. The vehicle automatically adjusts pressure, depending on the terrain.
It figures it out on its own?
Yeah, depending on the ground.
I see you've got some kind of device by the windshield. What's that?
Fire suppression. No smoking in here. There are sensors. One in the rear, one in the cabin, and one in the engine compartment. If there's smoke or fire, the system activates and releases white extinguishing powder automatically.
Have you taken fire? How did the armor hold up? How's the vehicle performed?
No serious damage. We've taken small arms fire and mortar fire. Overall, I liked it. Adrenaline, though.
Is that armored glass?
Yes, they tried to take out an officer. 3 rounds hit. Some chips in the glass, that's it.
The armor on this Turkish MRAP has a dual-layer structure. As you can see, it helps dissipate shape-charged jets. The V-shaped hull on this Turkish hedgehog is designed to protect the crew from mine blasts, equivalent to 8 kilograms of TNT. The Kirpi can survive a TM series anti-tank mine detonation. Of course, it has its downsides, mainly because it was designed before the era of drone warfare. The gunner's position on top is exposed to shrapnel and drone drops. Pay special attention to the gunner's station. Compared to the Max Pro, where the gunner's seat adjusts to the operator's height, this one is fixed. If you're a really tall gunner, you might stick out above the combat module. You rotate the turret manually with this hand crank inside, basically turning the whole thing horizontally. For elevation, it's manual. Getting used to that mechanical laying takes time. I'm guessing hours on the range. You need skill, practice, and a lot of rounds downrange to hit accurately, especially on the move. It feels tough because you're basically working one-handed while adjusting with the other. On the plus side, the turret responds smoothly and quickly. The movement is soft and precise. And you know what else rides smooth, fast, and doesn't care about potholes? The 24-ton giant Mastiff. It served in Iraq and Afghanistan and is in service with Britain, the US, and Canada. Now it's ours. Built on the American Cougar platform and upgraded by the British, it was designed specifically for protection against mines and IEDs, essentially built for the realities we face today.
I read that when it was developed, they reinforced it with thick vertical armor. Is it really that good?
Yeah, it can take serious hits. They say it could even survive a direct tank round. Thank God no one here has tested that. But I think it could. It's extremely tough. I can't count how many times heavy and light FPVs have slammed into me. And this thing saved my life and the infantry's.
This isn't a parade vehicle. Mastiffs regularly go into assaults. Take the battle for Novodonetsk. Ukrainian Marines attacked in a column of 10 of these. Yes, some were destroyed by mines. But the key point, every soldier inside survived and continued the fight. The metal died. The people lived. That's this vehicle's mission.
First, an RPG hit the driver's windshield. It held. Then they hit the commander's glass. I couldn't see anymore, so I couldn't drive. After that, they struck the radiator and the wheels. Mines and shrapnel finished it off. The vehicle stopped.
And the crew?
Everyone is completely fine.
You evacuated with the dismounts?
Yeah.
Everyone alive?
Yeah.
Mastiffs arrive in Ukraine fully equipped. Factory-installed slat armor, no field improvisation. The mission is simple. Break into hell, suppress everything with a 12.7mm heavy machine gun, flatten anything moving, and extract your people.
On this sector where we're fighting now, they slipped in from the side, somehow got through, and our armored group with the guys charged in on the Mastiff, gunner blazing, I don't know, 5, 10 of them, some rolled up on bikes. The Mastiff flew right up, practically kissed the house, tore everything apart. On video you see it all flying. The whole building just collapsed. They got shredded.
Право по кущам, папа! Право по кущам! Давай по перезарядка!
The kit is top tier. 360-degree night vision cameras make evacuations at night far easier. Run-flat tires allow up to 30 kilometers after being punctured. Marines told us they returned from missions riding on bare rims, but they made it back. Officially, it seats 8+2 crew, but in practice, but like you heard earlier, as many as needed, the rule here is, as many as need to go, go. It's simple to operate. 15 minutes of instruction, and you're driving. Straightforward and rugged. Ironically, the only issue is the driver's door. There isn't one. To get behind the wheel, you climb through the cabin.
Yeah, the door thing. I've driven others, including the Kirpi. And in the Kirpi, the door opens. When I got hit, that saved me. Could open the door. Last time a drone slammed right into the windshield. Smoke, fumes, couldn't breathe at all. Shrapnel everywhere, but the breathing was worse. Open the door, vent it. On this one, they went for really good, solid armor all around, because the door doesn't open. So the driver in the lead vehicle is literally the last one out.
Meet our Ukrainian GYURZA-01. GYURZA, anyone who doesn't know, is a giant venomous snake. The vehicle's story started in 2023. Engineers took the American Dodge Ram 5500 platform, added a V-shaped hull, armor plating, and a machine gun mount. Protection-wise, it reliably stops 7.62mm rounds and withstands explosive blasts up to 6 kilograms. A major advantage, it rolls off the production line fully equipped with electronic warfare systems and night vision cameras. Not a stripped-down base model. Still, some upgrades happen in the field. Engineers have added cage armor and protective skirts over the wheels. There's no such thing as too much armor.
You can definitely feel the American roots. Platform from the Dodge Ram 5500. Even with the extra weight they welded on, how much do you think it weighs now?
Right now, about 10.5 to 11 tons.
10,5 to 11 and it's empty. Still rides pretty smooth.
Positives? Super maneuverable. I love it. Goes fast as you can push it. Tons of room. Loading and unloading troops is quicker than in other vehicles. Interior feels nice. Basically like driving a pickup, just way bigger and heavier.
How's the sound system?
Could be better. Speakers are a bit weak, but we'll swap them when we can.
You'll swap them, yeah? Classic. Get an armored truck and the speakers are bad. We'll fix it.
But physics is physics, over 10 tons. Simple rule. If you drive into mud, don't stop. If you stop, you'll need recovery. And one thing everyone complains about but nobody mentions out loud, mirrors. They're huge like elephant ears. In tree lines, they're consumables. You can see it yourself.
Look at the mirrors. All the debates, don't put cameras, use mirrors. Here's your mirror. You drive into a tree line and yours mirror gone. They made these boxes to protect them a bit, but still issues. Now it opens like this. This is the troop compartment in the GYURZA, and a few cool details. Right here I see a plaque. Very nice to read, made in Ukraine. Also notice, the interior is lined with this fabric. Not just for looks. It catches small fragments so they don't fly into the compartment.
In theory, these vehicles are just armored taxis. They drop the guys off at their positions and drive off. But theory and practice don't always match here. With BMPs and BTRs in short supply, these beauties in practice, with shortages of IFVs and APCs, they fight too. A turret with a Browning or Koenig heavy machine gun is mounted on top. Respect to the designers. The gunner has an overhead visor protecting against drone drops. That's rare. I haven't seen it elsewhere. If you know of any other vehicles with this feature, let me know in the comments. Standard equipment holds 8 airborne troops. In practice, well, let's say a little more. As many as fit, that's all it takes.
How many people have you crammed in?
About 15.
How fast can 15 board?
If they've done it a couple times and help each other, minute, maybe 90 seconds and everyone's in.
A few numbers. In 2025, the military received 330 first model GYURZAs. Several dozen second model ones with improved armor are already running. 2026 looks even more promising. GYURZA-03 codification is wrapping up. They say it'll be a massive armored vehicle, so fingers crossed we'll get to inspect one soon. While we wait for the homegrown new kid, let's see what our partners brought in the same class. BATT UMG. This one's on a Ford E550 base. Solid armor. This example already took a direct FPV hit. Crew got concussed, yes, but main thing, everyone alive in the vehicle drove away under its own power.
All right, let's take a look at what we've got here. Under the hood, a V8 engine. It accelerates fast, handles off-road terrain well. It's reliable, thank God. Solid build quality. No complaints about the engine at all.
With the added cage armor welded on the weight climbs to nearly 12 tons. So you won't be racing through deep mud. There is a turret, but unlike the GYURZA, it's an open-type mount, which is not functional. There's another downside, though some might see it as an advantage. The troop compartment doors don't lock in an open position. You open them and you hold them. Our war correspondent, Vitaly Bakumenko, says you could easily get your fingers smashed. The driver argues the opposite. No unnecessary handles. You jump out and move. If you've had experience riding in these Fords, let us know. Who's right?
So there's no door lock?
No, it doesn't lock in place. That's the downside.
That's a serious drawback. Look, I open the door, I need to climb in, and the door can just swing back on me.
I'll tell you something. On the BMP-1 and BMP-2, the doors lock. The troops jump in, the crew is seated, and people don't know how to release the latch.
Yeah, could happen.
At night, one guy's shouting, another's shouting. Total confusion. Then the crew has to climb out to release the door. We don't drive BMPs every day. Not everyone knows the mechanism. Maybe that's why they kept it simple here. No extra complications. I don't know also.
You'd have to get out so someone holds the door while another jumps in. If I let go now...
Yeah, it'll slam hard. And we should definitely mention the troop space. There's enough of it. 6 soldiers can sit here comfortably. Decent headroom and width. There's space for ammo. You can secure weapons properly. And it's actually very convenient if you need to move to the driver's seat, either to replace the driver or just quickly switch over and go. You can also move easily from here into the troop compartment.
And finally, a piece of wisdom from frontline driver mechanics that I heard at the front. If you want to live, hit the gas. So let's not slow down. Support the Ukrainian armed forces and drive toward victory at full speed. Glory to Ukraine!